What up, folks? It's John Snow again for part 2, and I'm going to continue to answer email questions. This email says, John, what do you think are the best exercises for building back thickness? Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. If your back's not thick yet, if you're still a beginner, you want to do T-bar rows and bent over barbell rows. Stay away from the dumbbells. Stick to the big boy lifts. If your gym doesn't have a T-bar row, you can do one with a barbell. Basically, you put a barbell in the corner, you load it up with weight, and then you get the little thing from the cable rowing machine, and you just mimic the same movement. You get in the squatting pattern. I'm gonna have to do a demonstration video, but that's for another day. If you're familiar with lifting, just look it up. T-bar rows, great exercise for back thickness. If your gym has a T-bar, don't worry, disregard what I said about making your own T-bar, but that's a great overall exercise for thickness in the back. Now, you can also do the bent over rows. Heavy barbell bent over rows are great. I really developed a lot of back thickness from doing those. They're big boy lifts. You can lift a lot of weight, and you can really blow them out. Do those two. Stay away from cable machines until you're more of an intermediate lifter after you've been in the gym for a while. But your first year, you want to stick to big free weight compound movements. Stick to those, and you'll see how many gains you get. It's remarkable, those beginner gains. Take advantage of that opportunity. Okay, another email. It says, John, I am a basketball player and I'm looking to increase my vertical jump. What exercises should I do in the gym? Okay, this is what you got to do at the gym. A lot for increasing your vert. You got to increase your strength. You keep your reps, your lower body reps when you're doing legs between 3 to 6. Don't go heavier. Don't do any more reps than that. The weight has to be heavy enough, because that's going to increase your rate of force development. I talked about rate of force development in part 1. But it's really important. That's how you apply force into the ground and explode through on your jumps. If you look at a lot of football players, they have higher vertical jumps than NBA players when they test at the combine, because they're a lot stronger. If you're stronger, you're going to have a bigger vertical. Now, there's a lot of ways to train this. I'm a big advocate of speed squats. Speed squats are, you basically squat with bands or chains, and you focus on exploding up through the rep. Also, you can do toe squats if you don't have the access to that. That's basically you do a full range of motion squat, except when you're exploding up through the top, you get up on your toes. That'll really increase your like I said, rate of force development. Also, box jumps are great for increasing your vertical jump. Trap bar deadlifts. If you don't have a trap bar, you can do the snatch grip. Traditional deadlifts are great too, but focus on exploding through with your hips. Don't try to lift it with your back. You're obviously going to get some back swinging when you're deadlifting, but try to concentrate on exploding through with your hips. Also, kettlebell swings are great, heavy and light. You want to do both. And some squat jumps. But with the squat jumps, I'm a big advocate. Don't go too heavy, and don't do more than 6 reps on the squat jumps. You want to really explode up when you're doing them. It's not a hypertrophy movement. It's a strength movement. And so that answers your question about increasing your vertical. Okay, last question I'm going to do for the day. It says, John, I am a high school kid looking to build my body up for the summer. What are the best exercises I can do? I am a beginner. Okay, since you're a beginner, you're obviously you're gonna make more gains than I would make in within a year. But since the summertime's coming up, this is what you need to do. You need to stick to big boy lifts and do full body workouts 3 to 4 times a week. On your off days, depending on how ambitious you are, do sprints or do some kind of circuit workout. You can use jump ropes. You can do calisthenics if you want. That'll be great. But when you're at the gym, you want to stick to the shoulder press, the bench press, bent over barbell row. You want to do the T-bar row. That's for your back. Deadlifts. Make sure you do deadlifts. They're really important for gains in testosterone production. Do squats, back squats, front squats. If you can't, and I mean this grip front squats. I don't mean this one. Don't do that one for athletes. That's not. I don't advocate that for athletes. But since you're a beginner, if it's a little harder, go ahead. If you're just trying to build up your body, all right. But you're still a beginner, so you got to focus on building your foundation and make sure that you're squatting and deadlifting twice a week. Scratch that. Deadlift once a week, squat twice a week. Trust me. People will look at you like you're crazy, but when you make those gains, you're going to be the last one laughing, trust me. And for your arms, stick to dips, pull-ups, and bicep curls and tricep extensions. If you're an athlete, don't do them. But if you're not, if you're just trying to build up your body, you can do it. So that answers your question on how to build your body up for the summer. And make sure your diet is clean. What I mean by clean is that you don't eat a bunch of junk. There's plenty of if it fits your macros diets, and I'll get into that a little bit. You can enjoy yourself in moderation. Don't overdo it unless you're a competitive bodybuilder. But if you're just trying to get in good shape, just find a diet, a plan, a meal plan, and stick to it. Don't jump around with a whole bunch of different meal plans. Okay, this is John Snow speaking from John Snow Sports and Fitness. Subscribe to the channel for the latest sports analysis, sports updates, fitness advice, and fitness advice for athletes. Diamonds are forever, and so is John Snow. This is John Snow speaking. Peace out.